And we begin with a Troubleshooters exclusive, commissioners with benefits.
Volunteer fire commissioners earning thousands of dollars plus bonuses and free gas, all paid for by local homeowners. Concerned residents asked the Troubleshooters, how does this happen?
Now, you might be surprised at what Chief Investigative Reporter Len Bestoff found. He's live in Bloomfield. Len.
Well, Keisha and Jerry, it all starts with the sign right here, parking for fire commissioners only. There's 3 spots right in front of the fire department headquarters for them, and it doesn't end there. These guys get cell phones, they get credit cards, and 2 of the 3 people on the fire commission are actually married to 2 of the full-time firefighters, and so they're making decisions on all kinds of things, including pay, working conditions, and equipment.
I think it's disgusting that they allow this to happen.
Johnny Grice could not believe the figures we showed her on how much 3 publicly elected commissioners get paid in the Blue Hills Fire District. The mostly volunteer department has an annual budget of $1.5 million and covers half the town of Bloomfield. The board includes Tanya Farmer, former Blue Hills firefighter Jerry Hughes, and Ariel Janai.
And I would really like to hear.
Documents obtained by the Troubleshooters show Janai gets a $5,000 annual stipend. Last year, she also received a $6,000 fiscal year-end bonus, a $2,000 Christmas bonus, and 20 gallons of free gas per week, worth at least another $2,000 per year. Janai's grand total, roughly $15,000 for the most recently completed fiscal year.
We'll start our meeting.
Tanya Farmer, who chairs the Board of Commissioners, also received the same $5,000 stipend, $6,000 year-end bonus, $2,000 Christmas bonus, and gas package worth roughly $2,000, putting her total from the district also at approximately $15,000. Jerry Hughes, a retired Blue Hills firefighter, got a little less. He receives the $5,000 stipend and got the $6,000 year-end bonus. His Christmas bonus was $600, and he has not taken the free gasoline, so his perks total close to $12,000. Altogether, these benefits for the 3 volunteer commissioners approach $42,000, almost 3% of the fire district's budget, money that could have been spent on fire department equipment or training.
What are they doing to get that kind of money?
We also wanted to know, but 2 of the 3 commissioners that showed up at the most recent meeting wouldn't tell us, at least on camera.
Sorry, but I can't. You would have to speak with our attorney.
Why? You're a public official.
He has asked us to ask you to refer any questions to him in writing. He informed us that the district, 1 person does not speak for the board, and we're not allowed to answer any questions.
But Tanya Farmer did. In an earlier email response to one of our FOI requests seeking department bylaws explaining the $5,000 stipend and gas allowance, she said, "I have been unable to locate any written bylaws that outline what the commissioner's stipend or gas allowance is. Those precedents were set many, many years ago and have been followed traditionally by each administration."
Is there anyone else who would like to speak?
In response to our written questions about the thousands in bonuses the commissioners received, the board did not cite bylaws but said, Christmas bonuses for paid employees and commissioners have been in existence for quite some time. Performance bonuses began approximately 3 years ago. For commissioners, the Christmas bonus in 2015 was calculated based on relative performance and active participation in the business of the district. Commissioners evaluated each other, and the amounts paid out were based on those evaluations. As far as the fiscal year-end performance bonuses, all commissioners received $6,000. Taxpayer Ann Wall has concerns with the perks.
That's ridiculous. Public doesn't know that.
Contrast that to what commissioners from the town's other fire district tell us they receive, only an expense reimbursement of up to $1,000 per year. We also had questions about this past July, when Blue Hills Fire Commissioners held an executive session out of town at a popular seafood restaurant. The meal cost taxpayers $90, including tip.
I'm upset to find out that this is going on.
Commissioners wrote us the executive session involved personnel, procedures, and fundraising, and we should not have held such meeting outside of the district, nor should our discussion have been in executive session. For many years, we have been deficient at compliance with the requirements of the Freedom of Information Act, and the meeting at the restaurant is just one example of that. We are seeking advice and guidance to be sure we comply with FOIA rules in the future. No decisions, no votes, and no action was taken at the meeting. As for the meal charge, we did charge the expense to the district as we were meeting for the purpose of discussing district business.
It should be open, above board, and 100%.
You don't think it is now?
No, I don't.
So who has the final say when it comes to how smaller fire districts in our state are managed? Most answer to their local governments, but more than 50 departments, including the Blue Hills Fire District, have taxing authority and often answer to no one.
I've voiced strongly my concerns about what's going on.
Bloomfield Mayor Joan Gamble confirms the Blue Hills Fire District gets almost all its funding from the $330 per year it collects from the average Bloomfield homeowner.
I can voice my displeasure, but unfortunately, we're shackled.
That's quite a position to be in when you're the mayor.
Yeah, very much so. You want to be able to go in and fix everything, and you can basically fix nothing.
The president of the Connecticut Fire Chiefs Association tells us there is also no one on a state level overseeing how fire departments are managed.
There's got to be some sort of checks and balances applied to any of those situations. Without that, it's just chaos.
The mayor says she is going to look further into what we've uncovered. In fact, she's been to meetings here before at the Blue Hills Fire District to express her displeasure about things. In fact, there is another meeting here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We're live in Bloomfield with the NBC Connecticut Troubleshooters. I'm Len Bestoff. Jerry and Keisha, back to you.
Len, thank you. A night after the NBC Connecticut Troubleshooters uncovered what some would consider generous perks for a local fire commission, the commission told citizens it will take steps to address their concerns. Chief Investigative Reporter Len Bestoff is here with a follow-up to his exclusive report, Commissioners with Benefits. Len.
Well, Jerry, people in Bloomfield say they're unhappy about thousands of dollars in stipends, bonuses, and free gas the commissioners receive, and there are no bylaws that spell out why they get them. At a meeting tonight, we learned that may not be the case for long.
Board of Fire Commissioners today, Wednesday, November 2nd.
People in Bloomfield have shared with the troubleshooters their displeasure with what we uncovered about 3 volunteer Blue Hills Fire District commissioners.
They're volunteers, and the gas and the bonuses, it's ridiculous.
Documents obtained by the troubleshooters show Ariel Janai gets a $5,000 annual stipend. Last year, she also received a $6,000 fiscal year-end bonus, a $2,000 Christmas bonus, and 20 gallons of free gas per week, worth at least another $2,000 per year. Janai's grand total, roughly $15,000 for the most recently completed fiscal year.
Safety officer's report is next on the agenda.
Tanya Farmer, who chairs the Board of Commissioners, also received the same, totaling approximately $15,000. Jerry Hughes, a retired Blue Hills firefighter, got a little less. He receives the $5,000 stipend and got the $6,000 year-end bonus. His Christmas bonus was $600, and he has not taken the free gasoline. So his perks total close to $12,000.
Try to combine those together if you possibly can.
Citizens want a set of bylaws to spell out what the commissioners actually receive, because right now they don't have any. Commissioners have told us in terms of the stipends, gasoline, and Christmas bonuses, those precedents were set many, many years ago and have been followed traditionally by each administration. And performance bonuses began approximately 3 years ago. Commissioners say they now plan to have bylaws drawn up by early next year.
We can have this by March.
One point of contention, who will draw up these bylaws? People from the public in attendance would like to have input, but right now it is not clear if they will. Len Bestoff with the NBC Connecticut Troubleshooters. Keisha, back to you.